Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. I'm here today to give you a BTC update. I'm going to be talking about the cryptocurrency market in general. We're going to be starting off with the giveaway winner from last week, and then also we're going to be going through into the Bitcoin on the short-term time frame, the mid-term, and the long-term. We're also going to be going through some very key indicators on how we can be making money in today's market. Once we're done with that, we're going to be going through the trade of the day. This is a trade of the day that I give you guys to do some research on. I'm not a financial advisor, but I give you guys a trade of the day to do some research on to see whether you can actually make some money for yourself. We are currently 13 successful trades in a row. Pretty amazing stuff there. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Going to start off with the giveaway winner from last week, and that is going to be Bot Arms. Bot Arms, you are the giveaway winner from last week, and you have won a week on the lovely, beautiful WOD machine, which is an indicator that we do use continuously to make money in these markets. If you guys did want to enter the giveaway, all you got to do is go down to the comment section and comment on the video, and also drop a little like on that bad boy as well, and you'll be entered in the giveaway, and the results for the giveaway will be announced tomorrow. If you're looking for an exchange, guys, to trade on, jump to BitGet. You can get a $4,163 bonus. Pretty amazing stuff coming through. But let's get into the deep down dirty charts of Bitcoin, starting off with the short-term time frame. You can see here, guys, we do have a very strong level of support coming through on the lower side here. And the recent time, we have tested this in the recent dump for Bitcoin on the short-term time frame, bringing the price down to around 20,238. Yet again, testing this area. Very interesting stuff. Now, in terms of a chart pattern that we're looking for a breakout scenario for a lovely potential trade, guys, what we're looking at here is an ascending triangle. Ascending triangles, they tend to usually break to the upside, guys. They tend to usually break to the upside, and there is a bullish continuation chart pattern. So in terms of a measure move of what we could actually be looking out for here, we're going to be doing something along the lines of this, and then we're going to be moving this to the breakout scenario along the top side here. And that's going to be a breakout from around 20,900, around 21K, all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up to around 21,780. Insane gains there if we are going to be longing this market. In terms of percentages there, it's going to be around a 4.02%. And you know the score, guys. We're going to be staggering our take profits at all major level areas of resistance, right? And basically, once we hit our first take profit, we move our stop loss to our entry point. And then it's basically a risk-free trade as the price runs up, because there's nothing worse than getting into a lovely position here, coming all the way up, having the price come, we're about with stupid amounts of money in profit here, percentages are going crazy, and then it just reverses on us and goes all the way back down. If we're not taking profit all the way up, we're not banking anything. We're literally just waiting for the whales to come and manipulate the price and ruin our position. No. Grid your take profits, move your stop loss to your entry, and it's basically a risk-free trade. That's the move to the upside. If we are going to break to the upside, around 4%. The move to the downside, guys, I know it is a continuation pattern to the upside, but hey, it's Bitcoin. We know how it can behave. If we lose the 200 EMA and 200 SMA here on the hourly, we're going to see absolute colossal dumpage to the downside, okay? It's going to be worth around 3.22%. We've got the 60 minutes, we've got the 1 hour volume weighted ATR band coming up very slightly around 19,782. That's another point that we're going to be looking out for there for a take profit if we do go short. In terms of indicators, guys, the MACD, you can see we've got a very strong trend cycle coming through. You can see the resistance point is now. It's literally right now. If we don't see resistance from the current trend in terms of a reversal point, then we're going to see a breakout in terms of a nice big bit of bullish momentum, okay? Nice big bit of bullish momentum. That's sort of what we're looking for here. So the MACD, there's an area I'm really looking for resistance there. If we can keep this uptrend going and bang through this level of resistance. In terms of the directional movement index, guys, let's have a little look at that very quickly. ADX looking pretty weak here. That is an indication of sideways action. Definitely something to be looking out for there on the shorter term time frame. In terms of the RSI, no crazy divergences on the shorter term time frame to be looking out for there, but we are in a bearish control zone at this moment. You can see very, very red indeed. If we can come up and we can test this trend line coming through like so, something along the lines of this, there is more details here on the shorter term side of the midterm, which we will go through in a second. This is going to be an area for resistance to be looking out for there for a nice bit of another pullback for BTC. In referencing the chart to that, guys, it could mean that we're going to pull back off this trend on the MACD, which obviously isn't going to be ideal here, because that is going to mean we're going to be seeing rejection coming through of major moving averages here on the short-term time frame, which would essentially bring the price back down to around 20,300. Absolutely fine, guys. Absolutely fine to be doing that as long as we don't lose this very, very key area that we were just talking about at the start of the video there. Moving on to the premium scout package, guys. This is where we basically look at some very key indicators to determine which way we're going to be going. I mean, just overall, if you're looking at this uptrend here on the 15-minute, it is an upwards sloping parallel channel, and they tend to usually break to the downside. If that is going to happen, I mean, it's just roughly drawing some TA in here. You can see we're going to be looking at a measure move down to around 20,300. So if we are going to break around this area, we're going to be basically rejecting off the multi-term time frame moving averages there. We're going to be rejecting off the 200 EMA on the 15-minute as well, and also the price action channel. If we reject off that, there's basically going to be a lovely cheeky 0.53% move to the downside, guys, and definitely something I would be looking out for there if you are going to be scalping the hell out of Bitcoin today, because it's nice to see a bit of a pullback after seeing quite a solid uptrend, right? And still market structure still looking strong there, as long as we don't lose this low at around 20,200. So yeah, I would say a nice bounce at around 20,380 if that is going to play out. Moving on to, and also we can be looking at the Telegram group for a potential short position, guys, if we do see a nice little signal coming through. Now also, guys, if you are looking for a Telegram community to join, jump in the right hand corner of the video. There is a little link there, free Telegram community. It is tightly knitted, it is pretty good. We basically post TA in there all the time, all day, every day. We're like a nice little CC gang family, so it's definitely something to be looking out for there if you do want to, if you are looking for a Telegram community to join. Moving across to Bitcoin here on the midterm time frame, guys, you can see the range that we were playing around in, and we were talking about for a significant amount of weeks here, guys. Significant amount of weeks. These are the areas. It is going to be around 18,300, 18,000, and we're looking for around 20,300. Now, you can see the breakout scenario that we were looking for. We did actually go long here, and it was looking pretty good. Did get stopped at entry after seeing quite a few take profits get hit, and as I said, it's still not looking too bad for a potential long. But what I'm waiting for now, because we are still in this measure move to the upside, what I'm waiting for now is a significant break to the upside at around 21K. If we can break that to the upside at around 21K, then back to the short term quickly, we're going to be looking for a lovely, lovely measure move up to around 21,792. So around a $700 move, okay? So it's definitely something I do want to be keeping my eyes peeled out for, and that's sort of the next trade that I'm looking out for there. Because yes, we are still in this breakout scenario, but I've already capitalized on this move. I can be capitalizing on it again, but there is a very, very clear new ascending triangle chart pattern that we can be looking out for there. And you can see the volume weighted ATR bands, they've climbed up significantly there for a very, very cheeky, juicy level of take profit up there as well. So that's sort of what I'm looking for there for the midterm time frame. But overall, it is looking fairly bullish. If we actually dump down, guys, that we were talking about on the short term time frame here for this 3.22% for that short position, I'm gonna be looking for probably a bit more bearish momentum after that. The reasoning for this is, guys, is because we will be back down in this deep down and dirty, dark, deep trenches of this range, okay? And that's between the 18K and 20K that we were just talking about. If we get back down in this area, God hope Bitcoin, we will be pulling back, and we can probably see 19.8. Maybe from some very crucial areas, 18.9 areas to really be tapping there, and potentially even 18.6. If we start dumping down, it will be violent, it will be horrible, because we have seen a lot of bullish momentum coming through across the whole of the cryptocurrency space over the last few weeks. It's been pretty good, actually. Nice bit of hopium in the air for a lovely November. I am going to be going into the longer term time frame here for Bitcoin and what we have done in previous November. So make sure you get ready for that, guys, as well. We're going to go back a couple of years to see what the common history for the start of November and the monthly candles are going to be going. And if you guys are liking the video, make sure you smash that and drop a comment, and you will be in the giveaway for tomorrow. Moving on to Bitcoin here on the Ultra Swing package. Let's look at some indicators and see what we're working with here. Again, we can see this ascending triangle. You can see the triple EMA and the double EMA. We have had that bullish crossover, and we are looking for that bullish momentum. So overall, that does look bullish there, guys. Let's bring up the super trend, see what we're looking for there. We've got a lovely big buy signal, and that was activated around 20,800. Did come up and capitalize that up to around 21. But I sort of ideally want to see us come up and clear 20,700. If we can get above that area again, then I would expect another little bit more momentum. And that's going to be basically confirming this ascending triangle that we were just talking about on the shorter term time frame. I mean, I'm pretty much just banking on this ascending triangle to keep going, guys. So yeah, definitely a few things to be looking out for there. But overall, I think we are going to be bullish right now. Maybe a short-term pullback to 20,300, but this ascending triangle is my next sort of big position that I'm looking for. In terms of the linear trend spotter, guys, we did have a bullish signal again around 20,244, and from there we did actually capitalize on a lot of money. Stopped out at entry there. Stopped out at entry there. I might be looking for another position if we do come down to this 20,100. You can see the support level here is pretty crucial here. If we do come down to that again, I might be getting in again and see how it goes, but it all depends. It really, really all depends how Bitcoin is reacting to that, because as I said, if we do come down to around that 20K level, if we jump back to the midterm quickly, we're going to be sinking back down into that range. So it's a very, very key area. We need to really be quite cautious with making very strong decisions, okay? Moving on to the longer term time frame here for Bitcoin, and this is where we're going to go into the previous months of November, going back a couple of years here. Just quickly, you can see that we do have this falling wedge scenario coming through, guys. Giant falling wedge scenario. This is the measure move up from this falling wedge. Something along the lines of this, guys. And this is sort of what we have been looking for. We did trade this up. We did make money coming through from there. But sort of what could be happening now for the first month, the first day of November here, the first day of the month, it is we usually see over the first week of November a minimum of around a 10% move, okay? So this, if we do see this happen, we're going to be looking at around 22,811. So let's go back to the previous first week of November, and that is when we did see all-time highs actually get tapped there for Bitcoin. Very, very interesting stuff. So if we're looking from the 1st all the way up to the 7th here, you can see we actually got to around $68,000 there for Bitcoin. So this is very interesting. If history is going to repeat itself, a 10% move this week is completely in question. It is in question, and it is fairly likely to be happening if history is going to be repeating itself. Now, going back to the 1st of November, back to 2020, you can see we had a 17% move to the upside. Pretty crucial stuff, okay? We do need to take into consideration that was a very, very strong the start of the bull market there. So definitely something to take into consideration there. And also for the all-time high, we were still in a bull market there as well. Now we are in a bear market, so we basically need to just prepare for basically what could happen there. I'm going to be capitalizing on this basically on the move of this ascending triangle again for the shorter term time frame. So that's sort of what I'm looking for. But just overall, to give you guys a bit of history of what we've seen for Bitcoin over the last few years, in this month, it has been fairly bullish, okay? So that's good news to see there. Now, moving on to the trade of the day, guys, the trade of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you today to give you some really in-depth knowledge into what I'm going to be looking for here for a nice move, okay? The trade of the day I've chosen is sand. I was going to choose BNB, so if we jump to BNB quickly, I was going to choose BNB just because there's absolutely humongous macro breakout coming through. But to be honest with you, let's get rid of that for a second. But to be honest with you, then it's not going to be happening over the course of the day, right? And that's sort of what we're looking for. So in terms of like a swing trade to be watching out for there, guys, this is sort of what I'm looking for here. Massive BNB moves to the upside. We've seen BNB move considerable amounts over the last like week or so. So yeah, another 18% isn't completely out of the question. I would just be looking and waiting patiently for a nice daily candle to close above 338,339. But anyway, back to the trade of the day, which is going to be sand today, guys. Trade of the day is going to be sand, and let's jump right deep down and dirty into the 1 hour time frame and see if we can get a nice little scalp coming through. You can see it's an ascending triangle, guys. Ascending triangle with the levels of support on the lower side. You can see the resistance on the top side has been tested. The measure move to the upside is going to be around 6.12% there. Looking pretty goddamn profitable. Looking really quite clean. Above all major moving averages. You can see all my TPs that I've got staggered in there, waiting to get this activation. I do want to see a candle body close open. I do want to see a candle body close at around 91 cents, around that sort of area, and then my first take profit will be up around 92.8, and then basically just running that up, right? It is going to be a wide stop loss area. It might be a 1-to-1 trade. When I say 1-to-1, guys, I mean literally 1-to-1. The stop loss is going to be a 1% either side, right? That's sort of what we're looking for in terms of the equity that we're risking in terms of our position. So yeah, definitely that's sort of what I'm looking for. That's going to be a stop loss between the 55 and the 200 EMA, which means I've got a lot of room, guys. I've got absolutely loads of room for the price to come up, down, left, right, and sideways, bounce at this level of support again, and then have continuation to the upside. So that's sort of what I'm looking for there. Nice wide stop loss for this position, and hopefully Bitcoin's going to moon, and the reason why I'm doing this wide stop loss is basically taking it into consideration for a nice little micro pullback on BTC, and that is obviously probably going to affect my alt position as well there. So yeah, that's the ideal scenario for the trade of the day. We are currently 13 trades in a row, guys. So that's 13 successful trades in a row. So this will be 14, so amazing stuff. So make sure you let me know in the Telegram community if you're going to do some research on this position and whether you're going to be jumping in as well. That's going to be it from me, guys. I do appreciate you guys tuning in, and as I said, if you did want to trade all of these assets on an exchange, jump to BitGet. The link is in the description, and again, the giveaway is live until tomorrow, and there will be you will be the winner of the giveaway if you like and comment on the video. But for now, it's gonna be peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester.
Are you feeling juicy?